So today we're doing like a part 2 of Melt Dark Matter of Melt the Dark Matter eyeshadow looks. So as you know, it comes with like a regular beige, then like a regular beige called Blur, then like a more orange beige, Unseen, a burgundy type of red, and then a black. So, and it's all mattes, which is something I'm not used to. I honestly started playing with mattes like this year, so it's fun. So yeah, I'll be doing another look with them. This is gonna be like my part 2. Sorry for my first one, I didn't really do like an introduction. I more so just showed a look and did like a voiceover. But this one, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm still gonna do a voiceover. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that it's like magnetic, really cool, and it comes with like a mirror, and it's really easy to use to like for like an on-the-go type of thing. Like you want to leave your house and you could travel with this, and just like an eyeshadow primer, maybe like 3 brushes, and you're good to go. Versus like a huge palette or a weird assortment of single shadows. So let's get to it. So first we're going to moisturize, and I'm using a moisturizer by Ashley Tucker, and I like to apply it with my hands. Just warms up the face a little bit. So we're going to use some Jouer Lip Enhancer to moisturize some cracked lips. I'm using Urban Decay's Eden to prime the eye first, because eyes always go first. I know with my eye primer I'm a bit messy, but it honestly, like, as long as it goes from my lid to my brow bone, I'm okay. And I am a little messy. I kind of go all over my eye and all over my face a little bit. Really doesn't matter because it's going to be covered up soon, as long as okay. So for my first video, I did a look using the stack as it comes. And when it comes, it's like the lightest shade is first, and then the medium shade is next. Sorry, mine is a little. The medium shade is next, and then it's like the burgundy and then the black. So I used it in that setup. But for today, we're gonna do something a little different. So to achieve these burgundy eyes, we're gonna start off with some Unseen. So I'm just using a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm just patting it on the whole lid. Just pat, 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 pat on the whole lid. And I'm starting with this auburn shade first because a whole red eye just doesn't seem appropriate. I feel like it may be too intense. So we're gonna do this auburn eye first onto the lid, and then play with the cool Enigma color later. Absolutely love this red. Like, as scary as red looks, it is absolutely amazing. So now with a pointed blending brush and some Enigma, we're applying this beautiful red on the crease. And we're just doing a back and forth motion. And don't worry if it looks cut off and a little jagged, because we're going to use a transition color to fix that. But for right now, have fun, intensify the look, and add more if you feel like you should, if you really are committed to those burgundy eyes. So I'm going to go with the lightest shade now. Make it a little bit more So now with Morphe's G17 brush and the lightest shade out of this melt pack, we are going to fix the jagged part of this eyeshadow and then just make it a transition color and just blend it out. This is the fun part. This is where everything starts looking a little better. And just blend and blend and blend. Now we're gonna add some wings, baby. I mean, I love a good cat eye, especially because my eyes can be a little bit smaller and they're downturned eyes. So I feel like a cat eye always makes them look more almond and more sexy and just amps up the look a little bit more. So we're gonna fly with some wings. And I am using an e.l.f. liquid liner. It is $2 in black, and I love it because it makes the wing part, like the point, super sharp and not like all gunky and weird. It's so perfect. A great tip while doing your liquid liner is, ready for this? If your eyes are getting watery, like mine are right here, move your hand away from your eyeball and let your eye blink. Best tip I can ever give you. Best tip. Because if not, that's when you get the mess. So just move your hand away, blink, and then inhale deeply. It sucks the tears right back in. Boom. Eyebrow time. You see my eyebrows though, right? Yep, we're fixing them. I personally love to use a dip brow. I love a thick eyebrow. So I'm using ABH dip brow pomade in medium brown and an angled brush. And I just fill in where I'm missing hair. And then I go over where I already have hair just to make it a little thicker. And then I love to fill in the gaps because I got no more tweezing, just no more. With pomade, the best advice I can ever give you is to follow your brow shape. If you want to go a little thicker, then you go a little outside of where your brow shape is. To make them square, a small angled brush will always help you, way more than a bigger one. A bigger one usually makes them too square and too sharp. With a smaller one, you can adjust it, comb it, and fix it right up. I like to use a brow gel by BDB to lock down my eyebrow hair, just to show the shape that I created. Boom. I use BB cream, but this one is pretty dope. Like, most BB creams I've seen are like really lame, way too light, and I'm like, what's the point if you're trying to make it a foundation? Like, you want it light, but you want it to cover, you know? So it has to be like almost like I don't know, close to like a concealer, I would say. But this one's really cool. Like, I use it to go to the gym, but I put like, you know, BB cream, some concealer, a little bit of mascara, and a hint of blush, bronzer. Every time I use my beauty blender, well, this is the Crown blender. I like it a little bit more than the beauty blender because it's dual ended. Every time I use, every time I use it, it's like, I don't know, I like it more just because it's dual ended. Now we're applying some Maybelline foundation, some matte poreless foundation in 228, and I'm a weirdo. I always find my skin tone in pharmacy brands way more than I would at Sephora. I'm always like lighter or darker. But anywho,
I'm applying it with a Crown dual-ended beauty blender.
I'm like in love with this under eye brightener, and I'm definitely gonna do a review on it. So stay tuned for that. It is really, it really does what it says. It gives you like a pearl type of sheen.
This is why I always recommend sponges to any client that I have, because you could just dab away and do your foundation, your concealer, and all your other regimens with it, and it's not affected. Now, right after the eye brightener, I'm concealing with LA Girl Cosmetics concealer in shade Creamy Beige. Oh my god, it's so perfect. It highlights and it conceals, and then it matches my complexion. Amazing. Amazing. And then I apply it to the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Now with an angled brush and a matte bronzer, I am contouring, just a little bit of a contour. Some on the cheeks, sides of my forehead, and my jawline. Oh yeah, I am using Coastal Scents Contour Kit in the darkest shade to contour my face. I love it because it's dark enough to contour anything, and I don't use too much product. Contour the nose, I actually contour on the actual bone of the nose, not the sides of it, because that makes the nose look wider. And I use a smaller face brush. Now after all that face product, we got a set. I'm using Becca's translucent powder, and I love it because it highlights and it absorbs into my skin at the same time and keeps me matte. And it comes with a cool compact.
I'm so excited. I normally, like, if I have a client, I will never, like, blow on lashes. But if it's for yourself, you blow it. Like, usually I put, like, glue on one and then I wait. Then while that one's drying a little bit, I put glue on the other. So then they both seem a little bit dry. Because the key to, like, latching on a lash is, like, making sure your glue is a little bit more sticky. So you can just plop it on and then that's it.
I'm using Flutter lashes in Paige, and once the adhesive is a little dry, you can latch it onto the lash. I like to start in the middle and then just pin down the inner corners. And boom, you got lashes. My cheek, I'm using Physicians Formula Bronzing Booster in medium to dark. Highlight, I'm using Becca's Opal, of course, and I like to do the tip of the nose and Cupid's bow as well as cheekbones to create a cool glowy effect. To make this look a little bit more sultry, I'm using a Too Faced eyeliner in black to shape out the whole waterline and to make my eyes pop a bit more.
Now, melt and just do some nude. This is from their nudes line. This one is called Nude. Very similar to Cookie from Color Pop.
Of course, since this is all about the eyes, add some mascara to the lower lashes.
I think I like it. I was gonna outline it with some foam or some like ghoulish, but like I'm feeling it. It's different, but it's cool.
I always do like a green or a beige or a beige, you know, so today we'll stick with the front. This is just like, so the rest looks dope, and normally always do like a black smoky or add some form of black on my shadow, but this is definitely cool. I'm digging it.
But yeah, it's amazing matte shadows. It comes in 4, so it's cool for beginners as well. Gives you like a limited number of colors to use, so you won't get overwhelmed. And mattes are always easier to blend versus some shimmers. Shimmers always have a mind of their own. But yeah, stay tuned. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy. Hope you love the look, recreate it. But stay tuned, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.